The real you with Donvelly. The real you with Donvelly. Hello and welcome to another beautiful and fantastic edition on the Real You with Donvelly. And of course, I am your main man, Donvelly, the big voice of Lagos. Today on the Real You with Donvelly, we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and I know a lot of you have actually been, it's like a gist for you. Because things happen on the social media space, and sometimes we bring it here to dialogue as a family, and of course, talk about it and learn and move on. So yesterday I was actually, going through my internet, of course, watching a lot of videos, and I came across one. Okay, there I saw Dr. Olumide Emmanuel and Kingsley Okonkwoya on a podcast. They were actually talking about divorce and marriages and why you shouldn't feel guilty, why the world don't need to actually, put you aside just because you divorced your husband or you divorced your wife. Now, he said a lot of things, and I was like, whoa. Trust me, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is a bank of wisdom, yeah? I started respecting him the day I watched this Honest Punch, yeah? They do husband material and so many things they said. So watching him again and seeing him saying things that I actually got shocked, it took me somewhere, and I was like, whoa. I started thinking. So before I continue, I want you to watch. Just watch that clip. I'll be back just in a bit.
So I got born again at the age, I became pastor at the age of 21. I got married in 1997. Now, the person I got married to, I was her third husband.
Wow.
So this information is coming to the public domain for the first time. I met this wonderful, amazing daughter of Zion. And when I met with her, we started up as business partners and friends. And as business partners, I did not know much about a personal level. And then when we came in contact with each other and it was time to get married and I proposed to her, so we met. And in courtship, and I began to, I said, come, so who are you? That's when she now told me, okay, I'm not divorced though, but I'm actually, I said, divorced? You mean you were married before? And she told me her story. First marriage, she got married and there was no sex, so the marriage was not consummated.
Yes.
Got married. On getting married, the guy could not perform. And that came out. Of course, it led to a lot of other things. The guy shot her. So, bottom line, she came out of that first.
But all this according to her story.
According to her story.
Yes.
Yeah. Second marriage, they've done the normal, the traditional Nigeria, whatever. And at that one, I knew about that because I knew that she said she was going abroad to go and get married and all those stuff. And then she came back, marry again. So they were to get married. And this guy is a pastor in a major denomination here in Nigeria. And the denomination is all this holy denomination.
Yeah.
So before they could allow the guy is a pastor, to marry her, they said, look, we must be sure. So they did investigation like I was now doing. And I went back to that same church again.
Yeah.
I booked an appointment. It took me to see that GO, say, come, this person said,
yes,
you are aware of this. And they say, yeah, that they did that. So I did my due diligence because I don't believe in all this judgment. So I said, okay, my first one, second one, these are none of your faults. It's not as if you did anything wrong.
Yeah.
But the very minute the relationship started, I started noticing things. I realized that she was in the prison of her past. I realized that insecurity was a major issue. I realized that our experience has damaged her and she was not yet healed from that. But
trauma.
By virtue of the fact that this is my area, I knew what to do. I could help her, but she took succor in religion. Because she was doing all these prayer points. Well, I need to make it public that we actually got married in MFM. Do you know that till today, some people will see me and be asking for asking for my ex.
Wow, yes.
They don't know anything has happened. These are the things you have to go through. You have to face. So don't jump into divorce as if it's one.
Yes, it's
because
an easy.
the way people are destroying the family value. They are making light of marriage. No, marriage is of God. Marriage is beautiful.
Yes.
Marriage should not be toyed with. That's what we are here talking about. But we are saying don't let religion lead you into something that God did not say. Divorce is not the sin. Remarriage is not the sin. And that's why we're trying to help you understand that. In 2008, because after everything was done, I knew that it's time to come public to the church. In 2008, we have our annual camp meeting every November. In 2008, we were all crying. I gathered all the pastors in the campus and said, guys, we have done everything. You guys know the truth, you know everything, but I cannot allow my personal life to become your cross. You guys have been with me all my life, but this is my cross to bear. January 2009, I'm going to announce to the church because it's over. Divorce, everything. I filed for divorce. There's no going back now. I'm going to announce. Once I announce, church may scatter. I'm ready to start all over again. God has assured me that because when the OT, I get recording, my brother. Recording, dangerous recording that, I get recording.
Yeah, I know a lot of things going through your mind. Yeah. I know so many things you're saying currently. Yeah. We learn every day, but come to think of it. What is divorce? You saw the scripture back up, right? Just go ahead and read and understand. You know, some of the things he said, I'm going to analyze them here, is a pastor who got married, first wife, the divorce, second wife, the divorce, the third marriage started working, and the ministry is doing pretty well globally. And the second one, yeah, same thing. Now, he said something that there are three things that happens after marriage to some persons. Maybe they think they're too young, they're not matured enough. Expectation they had before they got married weren't met, like they got married and they started seeing something different. And thirdly, they just realized that marriage is a whole lot of responsibility, like billings, things to fees, and this, that, this, and you know, it's kind of making them go crazy. And before you know it, the love, the feelings, and everything starts dropping. You know, somebody said something that two friends, yeah, the male and the female, they were best of friends for 10 years. And the moment they actually made up their mind to get married, marriage didn't last for 3 months and they ended. So 10 years as good friends, doing well. Marriage, they couldn't stay for 3 months. What happened? There are people who are actually good as friends, but not as married. Marriage is a union, a very detailed union, where things must be put in place. It's either like this. If it goes the other way around, then you're just on your own. These are two people from different background, different culture, coming together to blend, just to actually fulfill a specific goal or a specific task. Having a happy home, that's it. Now, when you talk about divorce, people are actually saying it differently. He said something that I quote. He said, I am not saying that divorce is good, or perhaps you should see it as a top thought the moment you get married. I am married, according to what he said, and I and my wife, we've lived together, and we don't see any reason why we should. But there are cases, there are grounds that you don't actually need to overstep, rather than to walk away, divorce, and move on. But this part of the world, they see you as someone who have done the worst thing. They segregate you, they skip you aside. Nobody wants to associate with you. They said, what are you saying? If you're making sense, why didn't your marriage work? And all of those things. God is not happy with divorce. But there are grounds that you're justifiable for divorcing that partner. So this discussion is very broad. The discussion is very lengthy, and it has a lot of things for we to look into. So next week, Tuesday, God willing, I'll be coming up with a guest, and he'll be joining us right here in the studio. I know you want me to mention his name. Yeah, he's someone you will love, because this man is broad, like he has large wisdom and he's experienced. So we're going to be having a detailed conversation with this man. So I want you to stay glued, and always try and do us this favor. Talk to someone about this page. Share this page, okay? Share the link and invite someone to like our page, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube page, Haynes TV, and tell someone about it. And remember, we always reward our amazing followers with giveaway. So following us alone, you have a giveaway. No matter how small it is, it's just a way of saying thank you for actually joining us and becoming, being part of our success story and what we do right here on this platform. You can follow me. Donvelly is right here on the screen. Donvelly, okay, Facebook, Instagram, Donvelly_, then YouTube, Donvelly TV. So just go ahead and do that, and I'll be so glad. So next week, God willing, we'll be coming up with this guest, and it's going to be a bomb. You don't want to miss it out for anything. So before I say bye, I want you to always believe that you are just amazing, just the way you are. You are a special version, the true version of you. No photocopy. And if there's anything I want to beg you to always do, like own it with everything in you, your happiness and your joy. Let no one take it away from you. Let no one steal it. That is your right. So own it and keep it. Okay? See you. But for now, stay safe, stay focused, stay positive, and always believe in yourself. Bye for now. The Real You with Donvelly. The Real You with Donvelly. The Real You with Donvelly.